Si ustedes quieren saber dónde nació toda esta denuncia que acaba de provocar que Expert se baje de la candidatura, vean este informe. Es un informe de la televisión de los Estados Unidos, donde ¿saben quién habla? Fred Machado.
Prosecutors say the investigation WFA started led to the discovery that Deborah Mercer Irwin and a business partner broke the trust in other ways.
We found that there was an individual by the name of Federico Machado that had purchased several planes, put them in trust with AGC, and several of his planes were involved in seizures. So he caught our attention.
Federal prosecutor Ernest Gonzalez says the investigation expanded to target Federico Machado, an accused international drug smuggler.
We proceeded to indict Mr. Machado, obtain financial records, and found the twist. The twist was that Mr. Machado and Ms. Mercer were involved in a Ponzi scheme.
So how'd it work? Investors wired deposits to escrow accounts at an aircraft title company owned by Mercer Irwin. That money was to be used as a fully refundable deposit so Machado could buy planes. In return, the investors were supposed to receive large fees. But prosecutors say the planes either didn't exist or weren't for sale, and Mercer Irwin and Machado pocketed millions.
The planes that they were asking the investors to place a deposit on didn't even exist. They were ghost planes. He even got individuals to pose as sellers of these planes. They continued to do more plane deals to cover up the previous plane deals, which is your typical Ponzi scheme.
We wanted to ask Machado ourselves, so we dug into records, tracked down people who knew him, and we found him thousands of miles away from Alaska under house arrest in his native Argentina.
I have a story to tell.
Machado's fighting extradition back to the United States on drug smuggling and fraud charges.
The way they portray me in the indictment, it's like you're now talking to a chatbot. I'm not a saint, right? I made mistakes, but I'm not a narco trafficker.
So what about the Ponzi allegations?
It's a group of few people. They thought they were investing in something. They invest in something else.
And where was all that investor money going? Not into buying planes, he told us, but rather his Guatemalan mining operation.
There's no lines of old ladies that got cheated, okay? It can get fixed. If God gave me my freedom, I will fix it. I will pay them back, and that's it. It has nothing to do with drugs.
Machado says he's far from a criminal. He's actually a humanitarian who gave the local indigenous people a better life through his financial deals.
It's a beautiful place in the middle of Guatemala with all these Indians, with all these little properties. We were giving jobs to the people. They were quite happy.
We asked Machado about the allegations that Mercer Irwin and her trust company registered planes for drug dealers.
Doesn't it strike me that an old lady from Oklahoma is going to go and put her plans under their name and carry that? It's just stupid. It made no sense to me.
But would it make sense to a jury? Deborah, you have anything to say about the upcoming trial? In April, the story that began in Alaska moved to federal court in Sherman as Mercer Irwin went on trial. Never before had an aircraft trust company owner faced trial on accusations of putting planes into the hands of drug traffickers.
She certainly didn't fit the profile from a movie depicting Colombian narco traffickers. But in today's world, narco traffickers and transnational criminal organizations are made up of people like Mercer.
But it was the Ponzi scheme involving as many as 100 fake plane deals that took center stage at the trial's start. Hey, Deborah, the government says these plane deals never happened. What do you say to that? WFA confirmed that investors lost at least $240 million. And there was a secret ledger kept by Machado and Mercer Irwin showing she made at least $4.9 million. Machado pocketed $75 million. Mercer Irwin told jurors Machado would borrow money and he'd repay by borrowing more money. The prosecutor repeatedly asked, "Is that a Ponzi scheme?" She finally responded, "I'll say yes."